Seriously, I'm trying to record a video. Anyway, sorry. You know, it's not there. Perfection is not a real thing. People who think they're perfect, they aren't. Just to explain myself very quickly, I went to California and I got a really terrible henna done, so please do not mind that. And I also have my Love Yourself, Love Others bracelet from Lilo that they sent to me. Thank you guys so much, and I love it, and I wear it every day. Now onto the video. Hi guys, welcome to my first Therapy Thursday. I'm hoping it'll be good for like everybody, including myself, because sometimes I just need to let myself know that everything is gonna be alright. But yeah, just hoping it'll be good, and there'll be plenty more to come. Just comment below anything you would want to see in a future Therapy Thursday. Something maybe you need to get through, something you just want to hear somebody talk about. It literally could be anything. It doesn't matter. Today's Therapy Thursday is going to be about finding yourself. Something I'm new to also. I feel like I'm just now finding myself. I'm 20 years old, so it only took me 20 years, but I think I'm getting it. Yeah, let's get into it. So, first of all, you have to accept everything. Like, you just have to be accepting of everything. Accepting? I feel like I'm saying accept, like not an exception, but with A, however that's supposed to be said. Accepting everything. Don't settle, but accept what is happening. Like, if you're going through something that's like hard, accept that it's gonna be hard. Like, know that it's gonna be hard. Understand that it's going to be hard and it's not gonna be easy. Just be aware of what you're going through. If something feels too easy, accept that maybe it's not supposed to be hard. You know, you just have to literally accept every little thing. Be aware of why and how everything is happening. Don't settle and be like, okay, I didn't get that job. Maybe it wasn't meant for me to get that job. That's settling. That's not accepting that you didn't get the job. Just know your strengths and weaknesses. Know why it didn't work, what you could have did better, how you're gonna apply that to yourself. Like, just accept that you have to work harder. I think in a situation like that, that's what you have to accept. You have to realize that perfection is not real. Perfection is not a real thing. Everything is going to be different. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. It may feel perfect, but that's your own definition. Perfection is overrated. You are your own perfection. I guess what I'm trying to say is stop trying to chase perfection. Because it's not there. It's not a thing. You can get better, you can always get better, and you could grow, but stop chasing this thing called perfection, because it's not waiting for you. It's not there. Instead of trying to chase perfection, work on yourself every day. Little by little, like little things that you think are imperfect and you're trying to make them perfect, just make them better. And just forget that word perfect, because it does something to the mind and it does something to the body. Like, perfect is a swear word. Like, just stop saying it. Stop saying it. Stop chasing it. Stop trying to be it. Just work on yourself little by little. If you want to work on your hair, if you want to work on your attitude, if you want to be humble, if you want to set more realistic goals, like, you know, just work on things in small increments and you will become a better version of yourself. But trust me, perfection will kill you. Trying to be perfect will kill you. If it's not physically, it will be mentally, and I promise you that. So just leave perfection alone. Perfection is not there. Oh, this is a good one. You have to be, I don't know if this sounds harsh. I mean, it sounds right to me. To find yourself, you have to be 50% selfish and 50% selfless. I like to do the whole 40-60 thing. I like to be 40% selfish and 60% selfless, just because selflessness, it helps with my happiness. So like just working on other people or working with other people, like just doing things for other people, I don't know, something like that just makes me happy. So I do the 40-60 thing. It's really supposed to be 50-50. I think maybe that's something I need to work on. I'm not sure. I'm really not. But anyway, what I mean by that is, like, you have to know how to balance making other people happy and making yourself happy. Like, you really have to balance that into a flat line. Like that doesn't really work when you're trying to find yourself. Like, if you've already found yourself, or you're really not working towards finding yourself, you know, the scale can be like this. That's on you. But if you are trying and working on finding yourself, you gotta work on the 50-50 thing, because you have to have time for yourself. You have to figure out what makes you happy. You have to figure out what energizes you. You know, you have to figure out what puts a smile on your face. You have to figure out what warms your heart. Things like that. You have to work on yourself. And you can't do that when you're so focused on other people and their happiness. You think you're working on your happiness, but you're really working on theirs, if that makes sense. You have to, like, come back, seclude yourself, and, you know, literally be all about yourself. Even if it's like 10 minutes a day. I'm not saying you have to exclude the world for like 5 months and then like live under a rock, like, because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, take time. Like if it's 2 hours a day, if it's an hour a day, if it's, you know, 3 days out of the 7 days of the week, take that time just for you. If you want to sit in the room and write things you need to work on, things that made you happy that day, things that made you upset that day, do that, because you need that. At the end of the day, you need that time for yourself. You also need to figure out, like, how to connect with yourself. Like, you need that time just to really focus on connecting with yourself. There might be things out there that make you so happy, and you wouldn't know because you didn't take that time to, you know, explore those things, like, by yourself. As hard as it is to admit, when we're around other people, you don't get to completely show yourself. Don't get me wrong, some people are completely outgoing and do not care if people are there or not, but it's really good to just, you know, do some things, you know, alone. It never really hurt anybody, I'm telling you. Okay, on top of that, you need to really expand your comfort zone. This is a big one for me, because it took me so long to get out of that comfort zone. Like, literally, my comfort zone was like this big, and like, once I figured out that it was this big, I want to say, like, it almost went in like week increments, but I'll say months. Each month it like started to expand, and that doesn't mean I decided to do things I'm not good at and then I was great at it. No, I still suck at them, but I tried and I had fun trying, and now that I know definitely that I'm not too good at that, doesn't mean I'm going to give up on it, you know, but at least I know my strengths and weaknesses. I know what I can and cannot do, but instead of thinking I'm not good at something or just completely shutting something out because it's different, that's not in my mind anymore. I try it, you know, if I don't like it, you know, it's something I don't like, I'm not going to force myself to do stuff I don't like. Okay, I lied. I have forced myself to do stuff that I don't like, but I'm not going to force myself to keep doing it, if that makes sense. If it's something I think or feel like I can get better at, then, you know, I'm going to go for it. But if it's something that's making me more uncomfortable than I already was, then, you know, it's not for me. That's another thing, accepting things that are not for you. You know, you just hang it up. Expanding your comfort zone can go so far. Like, people say, I don't have time to make any new friends. That's okay. Some people really legit do not have time to make new friends. That is so understandable. But don't shun people out just because you feel like, you know, your life is set where it is. Give people chances. Give new ideas chances. You can collab with people. You can feed off of other people's energy, like people you haven't met before. Go to conventions, you know, in your field, whatever you do. Just go do things. Get out. Even if your comfort zone is within your city or your town, even your country, get out. Just get out of where you are. Wherever you are, just get out. Just to explore. We're not saying you can't come back. Just get out, explore, do what you gotta do, you know, find yourself. See what I did there? Ask for help. If you don't understand something, if you want to know why, if you want to know how, ask. Humble yourself and ask. It's really so easy. Just ask for help. Even if you're not asking for help, maybe you're asking where somebody got equipment, where somebody did their audition, how to get over something, you know? Things like that. It's not always help, you know? Sometimes you're just asking. The one thing I would say, don't ask for advice too often, because then you'll start blaming people for your downfall or your failure. So keep asking for advice to a minimum. It's okay to ask for advice to like hear somebody else's opinion on how to do something and just feed off of it, but don't always ask for advice, because like I said, then you're going to start blaming people for things that you should really blame yourself for. It's what it really comes down to. Face your demons. Oh, this is my favorite one. I've had to do this so many times. It's ridiculous. And by demons, they're not always people. Sometimes they're obstacles. Sometimes there's things you feel like you just cannot face. Those are your demons, and you literally have to come up face to face with them and know that you can conquer them, and know that you can get through this, and know that you can get past this. Just face your demons. Don't run from them. Don't hide from them. Don't try to sweep them under the rug. Face your demons. That might be the most important thing I've ever learned, or that I've ever done, or that I ever tried. It was face my demons. Please. Facing your demons is not easy. I will tell you flat out that facing your demons is not easy. It might be the hardest things I've ever had to try, you know? It took a lot to try, to even get to try. Like, at first I was like, yeah, absolutely not. I'm not messing with it. Okay? It's hard. It's not easy, and I'm not here to lie to you, you know? But it's something that you have to do. It's something that you have to build up the courage and the strength to do. And once you do it, it's literally, maybe not all the weight, but it's a lot of weight off your shoulders. I will tell you that right now. Listen. You always have to listen. Listen to people. Listen to the things around you. Listen to your environment. Listen to your body. Just listen. Soak in what other people have to say. Really understand where they're coming from. Put yourself in their shoes. Just listen. It feels so good to learn about other people and just bond and vibe. Just listen. Own up to things. You have to be responsible for the fact that maybe you didn't go give it your all. Maybe you could have done better. And even if you did give it your all, maybe you should have timed it better. Maybe your time management wasn't great. Maybe you didn't spend enough time on whatever you needed to spend time on. It just boils down to that. But I'm not saying at all take fault for everything. I'm not saying put blame on yourself. Oh, it's my fault. It's always my fault. Don't use that cry. Do not use that cry, because it is your fault. And that's not always a bad thing. It's just being aware that hard work is needed. It's just being aware of hard work. That is all. I'm done here on today's Therapy Thursday. I might do a part 2, so comment below if you think I should do a part 2. I think there might have been things that were left out and things that, you know, I could have explained better. But what I didn't want to start doing was telling you how to do things or telling you when to do things, because that's on you. I just wanted to give a general explanation of finding yourself and how much I think it is so important to do so. I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I thought it was very important. I didn't want to start telling you what to do. I want you to figure that out, because it's just so much rewarding in the end, and I don't want you to use a strategy that might not be comfortable for you. So I just wanted to give general statements, general ideas. I just wanted to speak so generally with you guys, and that's why I was kind of like, each topic was short. Just use what I gave you and do what you want with it. That's what this video is for. But if you do want me to do a part 2, just comment below, and you can also give ideas of what to talk about next. I take topics, any topic you can think of. It doesn't always have to be so deep, you know, but I'll go there if I need to go there. But just let me know. All my social medias will be down here. It'll be here or here or here or here. I really don't know where I'm gonna put it. Your strengths and weaknesses. Your strengths and weaknesses. It's hard having a list, man. I'm tired of having a list. Hey, forget it. I'm not even gonna try to say that. Hope that all made sense. Perfect is when it's just, forget it. It is made up. Okay, you know, and you have to figure. I just spit in case anybody saw that. Anyway, to